Pumpkin Pig Podcast. It's the Pumpkin Pig Podcast. It's the Pumpkin Pig Podcast.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Pumpkin Pig Podcast. I'm Bunk.
What's up?
What's up? We need to get the frogs going. Oh, hey, what up?
No, the frogs don't say what up.
I know we were corrected by Gary last time. He crushed our face.
He corrects everything.
I know. Hey, I gotta, just quick, got something quick for you. Just
Okay.
hang tight. I gotta find it. Hang tight. Oh, crap. Oh, snapping dragon. Where is it? Oh, boy. Here's what we're doing today, baby.
What is this? Okay. What does that mean?
That was fun. What's it mean?
Yeah.
That was a little Italian music. Kick us off.
All right. You gave me no context. You just said, hold on, check this out. And it was just Italian music.
That was
from a
Italian
restaurant.
music.
I felt like
kick it
I was
off.
at Olive Garden again.
I know it did. All you can eat special.
Oh, gross.
Hey, I like it.
Olive Garden is not good.
All
I
right.
went there recently. I'm sorry, Olive Garden, if you're listening. If you want to be a sponsor,
They were
I'll
going to
say you're great.
sponsor us. Thanks, Nick.
I'll say
Crushed
you're
our
the
face.
best food in the world then.
Great.
Until then, it's not very good.
It's, you can eat a lot of food.
You cannot. It's so expensive. When's
No,
the last time you were at Olive Garden?
Well, I haven't been there in a long time. All
I
the soup
went
and
there.
salad, though. You can do all the soup and salad. Can't you still do that with breadsticks?
You might.
Mm-hmm.
You might. I don't know. But a child whose father is a chef requested Olive Garden once
Mm-hmm.
recently. So we did it because it was around a birthday. And man, it was terrible.
You know who used to love Olive Garden, don't you? Your grandparents.
I know.
They loved
I got
Olive
yelled
Garden.
at. I got yelled at for paying at Olive Garden.
Well, that's
From
okay.
them.
They
It was
did like
hilarious.
it. They were take-homers. They used to do that where you could buy a meal and get a free meal or something.
Yeah.
Long time. That's how long ago it's been since I was there.
Yep.
Sorry, no
Yeah.
go.
It's been a long time.
Hey, went to the Texas Book Festival this weekend.
Okay. Did you see him?
No, he was. You know what? He was going to be a late Sunday speaker, and number one, I was tired, and he was like, you couldn't get in. All the tickets for him, they're free, but they were still gone a long time ago. Nope, I didn't see him, but I put the word on the street. Word is out.
Did you find his publicist?
I
Listen,
did.
You got to hear this rap song I made.
I went to a session on the ACL, Austin City Limits.
Okay.
The
Limits, yep.
Limits, the
Limits
Limericks.
themselves.
They put out a book about all the posters in the last 20 years, and they had a little panel up there. It was pretty cool stuff. So if you guys
That's
ever
very
get a
cool.
chance to go, I would recommend the Austin Book Festival. It's one of the biggest. I think it's the biggest one in the state.
Yes.
Good stuff.
That is a very big book festival.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Spend a lot of
Yes.
money, buy a lot of
Probably.
books. Yeah.
It's always, everything's a lot of money. Everything in the world's a lot of money.
Got
I can't
some-
go to the store.
Got some
without spending
food books. I know
$100.
you'd like it. Got some food books.
What kind of food books?
One lady who makes, let's see, desserts out of fruit. A lot of fruit stuff.
Cool.
And one about the restaurant here in Austin, Fondo San Miguel, and
Fondo San Miguel.
Fondo,
Okay.
El Fondo.
Yep.
It has some recipes in it. So yeah, good
Cool.
stuff. Hey, you know who I met? I met Bob, can't remember his last name, Shelton. He was older guy. He was there. He had a book. He was one of the original guys in the Lost Gonzo band here in Austin.
I
Way
don't know
back
what the Lost
when. Yeah,
Gonzo band is.
Anyway,
What is that?
it was like a outlaw country band in the late 60s, early in the 70s. My time.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something about like Gonzo the Muppet.
Yeah, I knew you were going right there. Nope.
Hey, no, don't get mad at me because that's exactly where your brain
No,
would go
no,
to.
mine wasn't going
Don't
there.
you?
Nope.
Well,
I knew who he
crap.
was. Anyway, I got to meet him, shook his hand, signed his book for me. That's pretty cool stuff, man.
That is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff right there.
He was. I liked it.
On my end, Bunk, I've been to plenty of sporting events.
Yeah.
Just so many sporting events. And I know how like people react. I've been to a bunch of sporting awards as well. I have never been to a theater competition before.
That was fun.
My God. I have never experienced anything like that.
It was fun, though.
The directors were sprinting for trophies
right.
at the front.
That freaked me out. Oh, my God.
What was going on there? That was crazy. At first, the kids were getting awards. They did good. My son's school sadly did not move on. They were real fast at their play, but
Yeah, it was good, though. It was really good.
It was good. But then they do this awards ceremony at the end. And they're calling up the awards for the kids, which is great. It feels like an award like the Grammys or whatever. And the kids are running, but the kids slowly, little by little, start running to the to the stage,
Mhm.
right? And then we got to like the directors things for the teachers. Did you expect that at all?
No, I didn't expect that. I think I turned to you and go, holy shit, she's sprinting. What the hell's going on?
Sprinting to the stage. The grown people.
It was
It was crazy. I don't know what was crazier, that or the competition to pick up the most tape off the.
Oh my God. How cool. Okay, who would think middle school kids would be excited about a competition to rip the tape off the floor, which was basically cleaning up the floor for them?
I know.
That was pretty
I
good.
know.
But I will say this, the atmosphere was 10 times of a actual sporting event with
It was way more fun.
cheering and yelling and screaming. It was awesome. It was really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed
That
it.
was really. I've never seen anything like that, and that was. So now I'm like, man, I should have been in theater in high school.
God, no kidding, man. They have fun. Looks like they're having
They
fun.
had so much fun.
We were running laps and shit. And they were.
I know we were getting screamed at.
I know.
The bat.
I know. Coaches throw friggin' footballs at your head and shit.
Yeah, much different now.
Yes.
That was cool, though.
It was awesome.
cool,
It
though.
was really good. And let's talk about a friggin' high school with a actual theater. Well, I mean, we had cafeteria with folding chairs. They have
Yeah.
like high quality professional level theaters.
I went because I was curious. I went and looked at the my son's high school, right? Oldest high school.
Mhm.
There's theaters bigger. It is bigger than that one.
It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Unbelievable. They have like the catwalks up there. They've got microphone things that'll come down. It is
Yeah.
professional grade, which is, hey, good for them. But man, that is nowhere near anything that I ever saw in my life at that level.
I know. We were sitting on the lunch tables. to watch plays
I
and
know.
stuff. It
Man,
was wild.
the chairs were comfy. Everything. It was great. It was grade A, man. I liked it.
I know. You got snacks. They had a concession stand.
Concession
it was crazy.
stand. Yep.
It was very cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, we got to get back to sports here.
Let's go to sports.
Let's go to sports. You got to give Jason or Boomer his props.
No, I ain't giving it to him.
Their offense is horrendous.
They're horrendous. All right. Here's my gripe. I got a gripe, Jason. I hope you're listening. That friggin' push, tush, push shit, whatever it is.
But it's not
No.
disallowed.
Okay. It's not disallowed. How far offsides was that dude and didn't
Pretty
get
far
called? And then when the
far
Packers, the guy barely moves which I agree, they were both penalties, but he barely moved like an inch and they called him. That's some bullshit, man. That dude was so clearly offsides on friggin' Philly. I mean, both offenses were horrific. But I'm going to say this. I'm not putting the Packers on Love because his receivers caught zero, nothing.
They were like, it was hitting them.
Good God.
Bad. It was
I mean,
bad.
I give him credit. I looked, they always pan to his face. He never showed any emotion, but he was making throws. I mean, he obviously missed some, but when he made throws to him, they didn't catch it. And towards the end, he had a perfect screen set up, and for running back turns the wrong way. It's
Yeah,
like, what the hell?
that was rough.
I mean, they got to.
It was rough.
That's 2 weeks in a row. They don't score any points. They're in trouble. They got a great D, but man, their offense blows.
But they have like great players on offense. They just need to kind of figure it out.
They do.
You know what the problem is? I feel like they're getting away from the running game way too fast in games.
Yeah, it could be. Could be
They
it.
need to keep feeding the running game a little bit more and just be patient. Their offensive line's pretty banged up and they're not getting pushed. I get that. But I mean, if in the NFL, if you can't run the ball, if you're one-dimensional, you'll never score a point.
But
Not once.
they were moving the ball like it wasn't like they were 3 and out. They were moving the ball, but then
Yeah.
come third down, whatever it's done. And Philly too. I mean, they weren't doing anything. They were about the same way. They both kind of moved in within the 30, 40 yard lines of the field. So
Yeah.
I'm not giving them as friggin' props. Here's the thing with them, though. Their division is so horrific. They could basically start sucking and losing a bunch of games. It doesn't matter. They're going to win a division. It's so horrific, that division.
You got to say on the other end, though, the Philadelphia defense is unbelievable.
Nah, I'm not giving it to them.
You have to.
Not doing
They're
it.
so good.
Not doing it.
I know you're not, but they're very good.
I know. I'll
And
mess
they
with
know
you.
that's the identity of their team, and they are leaning into it.
I know. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll give them a little bit of props on that. Little bit,
Yeah.
tiny bit,
Just a touch.
just a touch, and they're gonna win a bunch of games. If they don't improve their offense, they're not gonna go far in the playoffs. So let me just say that.
No. All right, team number 2, I want to ask you about what the hell is going on with the Buffalo Bills?
You know what? I actually don't know. They got destroyed.
They got smoked. Dolphins crushed them.
Scored 13 points. I don't know. There's something is going on. Offensive play calling. I don't know what it is. Something's going on.
Well, even like Josh Allen had 2 touchdowns. He had 306 yards.
Yeah.
They only scored 13 points. That just tells me they're not running the ball very well, right? But my God, their defense got throttled. That's a problem.
That's an issue. Their defense has been an issue off and on, though. I don't know. I tell you, and the Patriots are just crushing people. That's gonna be a tough one, man. I mean, I had Buffy at the beginning. I'll still stick with him, but they got to fix whatever's wrong. I have not seen them like them, and it's kind of weird. Them and Kansas City are both kind of struggling this year.
Yeah.
I would say New England and maybe like Seattle are the 2 big teams right now. And I'm not saying the friggin' Eagles. Sorry, Jason.
The Eagles offense needs to get better.
They do. They need to get better. But right now, you got to say Seattle and New England are.
No, I'm saying the Rams.
Rams are looking good. Yeah,
The
Rams look
are
good.
Unbelievable.
All
this
right,
year.
I'll throw the Rams in there.
The Lions. There's a lot
The
of
Lions
like,
are up and down, though, man. I'm going to say this. I love the Lions, and I love Campbell there, but they could score 40-something last week, and maybe this week they're not consistent. That's the only problem I have with them.
Fair. So if you're so you're looking at so you're saying the clear-cut top tier right now is Seattle Patriots?
You got to put the Patriots up there, man.
Okay. Do you put the Colts up there?
I think same 5, right? It's Seattle, the Patriots, the Colts, the Rams. I don't know who else is up there.
I would put the Lions there.
The Lions. I agree. I would put the Lions there. I think
I'd probably put them at the bottom of the 5.
Yes, I would too. And I think Philly is probably 6 or 7 just because of their record and because of their defense. But if they figure out the offensive part, they're going to be hard to beat. Let me just say that.
When they figure out offense, nobody's beating that team.
Yeah, because their defense and I will give them credit. They go out at the trade deadline and upgrade. Even they had a good team, but they upgraded their defense even more, which made a difference.
Absolutely.
So I give them a little bit of credit.
That Saturday morning game or Sunday morning game, I can't stand the 8 a.m. kickoffs.
Oh, I know.
That's crazy, man. And there's another one this week in Madrid.
Yep.
Just these players got to be hating it.
They're going to Australia
But-
next year, by the way.
God, I know that's ridiculous.
God.
But the Falcons had that game, man.
Yeah.
The Falcons, man, they're bad.
I don't know. Is it time for the some kind of change there with the Falcon coaching? Something's going on there. He had look at the talent they have, man.
They have their problem. They can't catch the ball. They can't catch the ball at all. And if you put everything on Bijan, you'll never win.
No, but if you look at some of the stats, like how much time Penix had to throw the ball, he had over 3.5 seconds to throw the ball, and he for whatever reason, when he gets in trouble, he doesn't scramble.
He doesn't scramble
And
at all.
he's killing them with. I mean, he's got to be more mobile or something. But he's got time to throw. He's missing throws, and he's some of he's making, but some of it is on him. But I mean, at some point, with all that talent, I wouldn't be surprised to make a coaching change because something's wrong there. Something's weird going on there.
I don't necessarily with a young quarter. It's so easy to blame a lot with a young quarterback. Like we're seeing all these teams, like Jackson Dart starting, and we saw it last year. Caleb Williams starts, Eberflus gets fired.
Yeah.
Dart starts, Daboll's out now.
Yeah.
Like you give these guys no chance to develop.
No.
But they should be sitting like we saw the blueprint for this for decades, and now in the past 5 years or so, it changed. Sit these guys behind a proven quarterback to get experience. Like
they don't do it anymore.
The game is different. The game is so much different.
I know they don't do that anymore, though. You know who I saw was like they're saying a top candidate for the Giants job is
who?
Stefanski from the friggin' Browns.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would welcome. That's a no-win deal over there, man.
Where at the Giants or
with the
Browns?
With the Browns, he got saddled with the massager, and then they picked 2 QBs. I mean, dude, what a mess that place is.
It is a mess. So I don't know. Let's talk about that. Like Daboll out, which let's be honest, they waited way too long to fire him. Either fire him at the end of last year or let him coach this year.
Yeah, I will say this. I was surprised at the timing. It really makes no sense at this point, unless they're trying to get some head start on, and they have somebody in mind. That would be the only way I could see it.
That's just it's a weird timing for it.
It is.
It's just if you're gonna, I don't know. I just think that was a dumb move at the point of the season. Either fire him at the beginning of the year and let your coach, whoever it's going to be. Now they've balked on the season. They're going to lose a lot. They traded up for Jackson Dart, so their draft's not going to be great.
Yep.
You're walking into hell there. So if I was Stefanski, you might actually have to deal with the quarterback issue there. But the rest of that Browns team is that Browns defense is very good.
The Browns aren't a bad team, but that quarterback, that whole thing is a circus, though, man. And what happens? What happens when the massager comes back? I mean, he's gonna come. He's gonna be better.
The owner straight up said, "I don't care. I'll pay him. He's never touching the field again."
What, are they gonna trade him? I mean, is anybody gonna pick him up? I mean, it's just
he said he'll sit and pay him.
Well, it's just a mess, though. I mean, the whole thing's a mess over there. It's always a mess. That's the problem. I'll say that the Giants may have a bad situation just for other reasons, but the Browns are it's always a circus over there, man. It is. There's no stability. There's no nothing. There's nothing to get behind there. Yeah,
I'm with you. It's just but I don't know. I just, looking at what's in front of the Giants, I feel like you have a better path to win, sadly, in Cleveland than you do for the Giants at the moment. Now, the Giants could turn that around, change it. Jackson Dart's he's playing well.
He is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. Scatterby will be back next year.
That's going to be.
They spend money.
Maybe.
They spend money.
Have to spend money.
The defense. I mean, they could put together a good team. Let me just say that. But it was weird firing Daboll. The timing was just bizarre. He's been losing all year. I mean, I don't know what was different from this one. Nothing. And his quarterback got hurt. So, what do you expect?
Yeah, I don't know.
So here's a question for you. So I don't think Dart plays this week because of the concussion. It's
Right.
highly unlikely. They going to go with Russ or they go
Yes.
with Jameis?
You go with Russ.
It's curious to see what they come up with.
I mean, if you go with Jameis, you know you're good for 5 touchdowns and about 16 interceptions.
Yep.
But he does win football games.
Yeah, I mean, he's not as dull as Russ, but Russ is
Russ
gonna
can't move
he's gonna
anymore.
throw short passes that aren't going anywhere.
He doesn't have the mobility he had
No.
in Seattle, and that's what made him tough to defend. When he's just a pocket passer, it's pretty easy because
Yeah.
he can't throw. I mean, he has a good arm, but he just doesn't throw those long balls. It's everything's short.
Everything's short. Yeah.
So
I'd be curious to see what the new interim coach comes up with there. It'd be interesting to see.
yeah. All right, I got 2 more questions about NFL for you.
All right.
Number 1, did the Jets just lose the number 1 draft pick?
Oh, maybe they may have.
They
Al-
may have, they
al-
might
al-
have lost
although
the number 1
although
pick.
New Orleans won too.
New Orleans did win. Both of them were at 2-8, as well as the Giants. I don't know.
The Giants, I just feel like the Giants will win a couple more games at some point. I don't know how the Jets won. I looked at the stats and Fields threw for no yards. I don't even know how they won the game, to be perfectly honest. And I didn't watch it. I wasn't home, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But if you just look at the stat sheet, like how in the hell did they score? He had no yards. His QBR rating, his rating was like 50 or something. I don't know what they did. No running back did spectacular. It was weird.
Yeah. So right now at the bottom, you're looking at the Jets at 2-7, Cleveland at 2-7, Tennessee Titans probably getting the number 1 pick. They're 1-8.
They just don't look as bad. Like the eye test isn't as bad on them, but they just aren't winning.
No,
So yeah, I
they're
agree.
not winning.
They might be the bottom. And hey, old DeShuckler, he had a pretty good game.
He did. Almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Get that card out there, baby.
I'm telling you, now's the time.
Round 2 on that card. I'm posting
eBay,
it.
here we come.
If anybody wants to pay the football card, I've got one.
He's coming. He's a star in the making.
Him and second string Shador Sanders.
Shador,
Let's go.
yeah. Shador's always, you can always sell his cards just
It's
because.
still going pretty good.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of two-win teams. I think the Jets just lost the number 1 pick. I gotta be honest with you, and that's gonna hurt. But they need a quarterback, and let's be honest. Coming out in this draft, they're talking about Fernando Mendoza being the number 1 quarterback going off. I'm sorry. I watched that game against Penn State. That dude is going to struggle in the pros.
I think so too. We talked before. I don't see a QB1 coming out this year. I just don't. I mean, I just don't. I watched. I mean, look at the Oregon quarterback. He's okay. All those guys are just okay. They're not like coming in and saving your franchise. I mean, look at the one who came out this year. I mean, he was actually good, and his team is ass right now.
We ass. He just honestly he needs wide receiver help. I mean, there's a couple guys there. Their running game is atrocious.
Yep.
It's so bad, but their offensive line is even worse.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna go heavy on the O line.
Yeah, but I'll give him this. I think he is talented, and I think you can build around him. So I'll say that about him as a QB. I don't see any of those guys coming out this year that I would build a team around. Just my opinion.
Yeah. All right, my next question for you: should Jacksonville move on from T-Law?
I saw that. I don't. I mean, I don't know. Is he actually the problem?
His second half was just really bad, or really the fourth quarter. They got smoked in the fourth quarter. Their defense was giving up, but the problem is their defense was on the field the whole time. They were tired.
Yeah, but
That's how Houston came back.
They were up by 19? I mean, come on.
You're looking at a point differential in the negatives for the team. You are in second place behind an Indianapolis Colts team that's they're going to win the division.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to catch them. You're 3 games behind them. I just don't see it happening.
I don't
You're
see.
probably on par with Houston right now, and
I
there's a
don't think
lot of
they.
hype around them.
I get it. I don't think that. I mean, I still think Lawrence is a good quarterback. He may be a guy that, you know what, in all honesty, he may be a guy that benefits from going somewhere else. I do think he's very talented. For whatever reason, it's just not happening there for him. But if they move on from him, I think somebody would absolutely pick him up quickly, and he would be the number one quarterback for whatever team that is.
I think that, and I think if there's a bigger free agent quarterback out there, I think Jacksonville's attractive for that player too, because they do have pieces that are really good on that team. On top of that, you live in a state without the income tax, and also you live on the beach.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like win-win.
So who's
guess.
like you're talking about? So you got here's the potential. You got Mac Jones because
Yeah,
they just paid Purdy.
he
ain't going nowhere.
he's-
He's good.
He's fine. I don't want that.
No.
He's good. He's good because that team is good.
He's good. And that's right. He's good with the 49ers.
Yes.
But you know what? He's going to get attention. You still have
Absolutely.
who else is out there? What I mean, come on, Russell Wilson's got to please retire. Let's just ask him to please retire here on the podcast.
Yeah. We know that Rodgers is retiring.
Rodgers is retiring. I don't know who's his backup anyway. I don't even know who Rodgers' backup is there. Yeah, because they
Let's
traded
see.
Pickett. I actually don't know. Interesting. And then we got down in Atlanta. But I mean, I don't know who.
Cousins. I'm sorry. Mason Rudolph is the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
running back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not.
I would.
He's
not.
no.
I'm
He's
good.
not a QB1.
No.
Cousins is.
I'm just.
Is.
He is, and if you're willing to absorb that contract, I mean, Cousins would work very well in that offensive scheme.
Yeah.
He would. He'd work really well in that scheme. A little more proven, I guess, at this point, but still, I don't know. I guess you can't really move on thinking about it. You can't move on from Lawrence this year, but if there's a good draft class coming up the year after,
That's
you could
potential. I think
you
that's
could
potential.
potentially be like, okay, that's it.
And let's be honest, the Browns, in all, I know we crap on them, but Shadur's not going to sit number 2. That's not going.
No.
That's not going to continue to happen. So if they commit to Gabriel, then they got to trade him. I mean, they just have to.
And Jacksonville would make sense there.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't think he's going to be a winning quarterback in the NFL, but I mean, he hasn't had a shot, and there's no way he sits as a backup quarterback next year. That just will not happen.
No, I don't think so either.
Interesting.
No.
I like Trevor Lawrence. I hope he does well.
I like Trevor Lawrence too. He's still just a second behind.
Yeah.
He's still just for as long as he's been in the league, he should know to get the ball out faster. He just the turnovers kill him.
Yeah. No, they do. Well, what about Joe Burrow? He's looks like he might be back by Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So let me ask this: you just had Flacco throw for like 8 million yards, and they still lost. I mean, is it going to matter?
I would personally. Your season's over, especially now that the Ravens look like the Ravens
Yeah,
again.
friggin' Ravens are coming back.
My God, they look good. I would just balk on the season, punt away, and let Burrow sit the year.
Yeah,
Let him
I
heal.
agree. There's no sense. And if you can't win with your quarterback throwing 400 some yards, he's not going to make a difference.
He's not.
That's not the issue. The issue is their defense.
Yes. Very
Interesting. All right.
All right, Bunk. We've got some rookies of the year. Switching to baseball here. Kurtz out there in the A's definitely deserved. That guy had a great year. And
Can I say this though? He was. I will say. I'm going to say this. And he did deserve it. I was surprised he was unanimous though.
Who would you put over him?
His teammate.
But he got hurt.
I know, but
Wilson was hurt for like half the year.
I get it. I was surprised. I thought he would win. I was surprised that it was unanimous. But he deserves it. I mean, how cool is that for the A's have number 1 and 2 guy? I mean, that's pretty good.
So what do? I mean, you got to do you have a decision to make? Do you spend money and build around these guys while it's hot?
God,
Do
please.
you or do you do what the A's normally do? These guys are going to get traded halfway through next
Well, they're
year.
going to Vegas. Keep them. That's the core right there. You have a
I
core.
know.
Move on. I mean, just don't pay them and whatever else and keep them. But they're Moneyball guys, so we'll see what they do.
I know. I would love to see them hold on to it and see the A's relevant
I
out in
would
the West.
too.
Because let's be honest, I think there's fatigue with Houston. Everybody's just kind of sick of seeing Houston constantly win. The Rangers are, who the hell knows what they're going to do on a yearly basis. Seattle just lost a bunch. The A's have the opportunity to spend some money and actually compete for that division next year.
I agree. I agree with you. But do they? I don't know.
No, but I am happy Kurt's got it. At least one of the A's dudes got it because there was nobody else that really. Roman Anthony, he had a fine year for Boston, but he didn't do what those other two guys did.
Well, and he came up kind of late too. Kurtz was there the whole. I mean, he deserved it. But I'm not. He absolutely. I mean, he was batted 290, had 36 home runs. I mean, he deserved every bit of it. So it's
Yeah.
just funny during the season, he actually didn't get as much as a spotlight until towards the end of the year when he was kind of crushing the ball a lot. But he did well all year.
It's hard when you're in a minor league stadium. You're not going to get that press
Yeah.
coverage. You're just not. I mean, you have to be doing what he did to get recognized, which is crazy. But all these big outlets are just going to focus on the big markets.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy Baldwin won it too. I think Caleb Durbin had a great year for Milwaukee, but I think Baldwin had the better year between Cade Horton, which I mean he was a really good pitcher this year, but I don't know if you give MVPs rookies of the year unless it's like dominant. You don't really give that out to a pitcher.
No, I agree with you there. I think last year they gave it to the Yankees pitcher, but I'm with you. For rookie of the year, to me, it should be an everyday player. I think.
You're playing 162 games versus 30 starts.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and you know what? If you're that outstanding of a pitcher, you've got another award you can pick up. But I'm just saying, I agree with you. I was shocked. I was a little surprised last year when they did it and they gave it to Gil too. But I would rather see a position player win it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I got on baseball because that's the update. I guess we'll figure out MVP, but I think we all know where it's going.
Well, the MVP vote is Thursday. Well, not vote. The results come out Thursday night. So
I think we know where it's
Well,
going.
Otani is going to sweep, obviously.
And Judge is probably going to win on the other side.
I don't know. I'm curious to see how that. If you go stats wise, it's Judge. If you go, I don't know.
Most valuable to a team. I could argue that Cal Raleigh carried that Mariners team into the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think they both. Honestly, I think it's going to be real. I personally think it's going to be tight. I wouldn't be surprised to see the old Dumperuski win it, but we'll see.
Yeah. How do you feel about Grisham getting that qualifier from the Yankees?
Well,
$22 million.
I think that qualifier is a 1 year. So
$22 million.
It's a lot of money. Now here's the thing. If does he bet on himself and think he can get better? I mean,
my God, no!
I don't think he can. I think
I would take that and run.
I think he's a like average per year. Maybe he gets a 3-year. Honestly, I would think he maybe could get a 3-year, $20 million. I mean, I think the 22 for one, he ought to take it, bank it, and move on with life because I do not think he can do that again next year. I think it was a freak year, to be honest with you.
He had a great year.
He had a great year, but at the end of the year, he fell off a lot in the last quarter of the year. I'll say that. He was great late first half, middle of the year, he was like on fire. End of the year, he didn't do as much. So I wouldn't have given it to him, but I'm happy they didn't give it to like on the pitcher side. Loaizaga, I mean, he's just kind of sucked this year. I'm surprised with Weaver. I thought they'd give it to the Weave man.
He sucked this year too, though.
He did after he got hurt. Before he got hurt, he was about the same guy. After he got hurt, he sucked. He gave up like friggin'. He was a home run machine. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be
I
curious
don't
to
know.
see. I don't know. I guess they have a little bit of time to accept it.
Yeah, I thought that was I don't know. If you look at the body of his career, he is not a $22 million player.
Absolutely not. He should honestly he should take it
He
and
should take
and
it
run with
because
it.
that will set him for life.
And I guess we'll see what he does. And you know
God.
what? If he can continue that, then next year he'll get
He'll get a
we both
massive
said he
contract
looks like
then.
he's 40, but he's actually a younger guy. So
Yeah.
I mean, take the 22 and bet on yourself that you can have another big year. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be me,
Yeah.
but these guys they run in different circles, man.
I know, and you know what? Somebody might offer him that 3-year, $20 million, and I would take that over 1 year, 22, and be like, okay, $60 million. Yep, let's go.
Oh, God,
Right.
absolutely.
I don't.
Absolutely.
He has to say no to this contract to even talk to these other teams.
I know.
That's what would you do that, knowing your body of work to that point? I don't know if I think I would take the money. I would say, yep,
I
let's
would.
let's go Yankees. But I mean, we'll see.
Well, like I said, you take the money and you have another big year, you're going to get a huge payday because he's 28, 29 years old or something.
Yeah,
So I don't know. We'll see what he does. It's going to be interesting.
it is. Hey, Tampa. I guess if you talk to your Yankees, I'm talking. Pete Fairbanks is out.
I know. I saw that. I guess I don't know if I was surprised. He didn't have as good a year this last year as he has in the past.
Here's the problem. It was $11.5 million you'd have to pay him. And
But
for the Rays, that's a lot of money.
he's a closer, though.
I know, but for Tampa, that's a lot of money. And Tampa always has other guys that can close. They always have that guy that comes up and can close.
He will get picked up, and he will get paid.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get paid really well.
Yeah.
By, like a team like the Dodgers would go. They need somebody back there with Sasaki. Or, shit, does Mason Miller, is he really the long-term option? I know he was great, but he struggled down the stretch out there in San Diego.
Yeah,
Do
you know what?
Pick up another arm there.
He had like one great year, and then he hasn't been the same either.
No,
he's
so,
good.
I mean,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the Dodgers need a closer. They really don't have anybody. They're
Sasaki's great, but I think they want to stretch him into a starter, right? So it's like, what do you do? Trinan he is not what he was a few years ago.
No, he's been around, but he's been around a long time.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think he's Fairbanks is a good pitcher. He'll get a big contract somewhere.
He is. He throws real hard.
Yeah,
a lot of movement, so he will get a good contract somewhere.
Yep.
So I know that's a quick baseball update for us.
Oh no, we got one more update.
What do you got?
How about these two Jagaloon friggin' clowns that are been indicted on the fucking betting thing? Clase, who's like a number one reliever.
I know, he was so good. And Luis Ortiz.
So let me ask you this. We talked about this before. Why would you he's got a big contract. I don't know. He's making good money, many millions. And your kickback for doing this stupid shit is like $1,500, $2,000, $5,000. What the hell is going?
It's for $2,000.
What the hell is going on? I don't understand it, man.
I don't either. Clase could have had one of the biggest closer contracts ever.
It makes
$2,000.
It makes the other guy was making $750,000 a year, but still, you're doing shit for
$750,000.
I know, and you're doing something for $1,500. I think one of the payouts was $1,400. That like $1,400. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable, man.
There had to be something else in it.
I mean, were they holding family hostage? What the hell?
Maybe who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
Weird.
There's got to be something more in it because that is weird.
Let me ask you this, and we're not gamblers. I didn't even know you could bet on if the pitch is a ball or a strike.
I didn't
How
either.
Stupid is that shit?
I didn't either.
Unbelievable, man.
That is degenerate gambling. That's you have a gambling problem if you're betting on balls and strikes.
That is unbelievable, man. I got to be honest. All this betting stuff with these pro athletes that make more than most people make in their lifetime, they make in a year. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There's not any real financial benefit. If you look at even the basketball guys, I mean, the financial stuff never came close to what they actually made anyway. It just is so weird to me. And Clause was he was a top of the line guy. He's done. I mean, he's over with.
He was considered the best closer there.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
done.
And then they come back, and then their agents say, "Oh, he is denying it." Okay, you can't deny it because they got emails, texts, and stupid
Yeah, you
bastard.
got caught.
I mean, even the same with the basketball dudes. Of course, you can deny all you want, but they don't do this without all the proof. I mean, they have the texts and the conversations, and I don't know. I had to just throw that in there because to me, number one, I didn't know that you could bet on whether the first pitch was going to be a ball or strike, which is phenomenally crazy,
I didn't know
unbelievable. And then these two friggin' clowns are doing whatever they're doing is so stupid.
Yeah, I don't. That is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, it's beyond. It's honestly beyond anything.
They're looking at prison sentences.
Of course, I mean, I think the thing was like $500,000 bail on the one dude
on Ortiz.
That's freaking crazy, man.
Yeah.
What idiots. Anyway.
Yes, I agree.
Whew. All right, good.
All right. College football time.
All right. Let's start this off. I got to start this off. Let's start us off with LSU. They don't want to pay Kelly $54 million because it says it's not for cause. When the dude who fired him and the governor or whatever the hell it is came out and said it's for performance related. Just give him the money and go away. Holy shit!
They're trying to dig in to find. They're trying to dig in to find the for cause, which is.
But that's not why they fired him. They did not fire him for that. It doesn't matter if there's a for cause now or not. They fired him, and he specifically said, the guy came out and said, performance. So it's over with, dude. Just move on. Jesus.
Yeah, what?
Crazy.
Like, just pay him. I think they fired him and said, oh, shit, we don't have the money.
Yeah, I think that, or they don't, obviously don't want to pay the money. And then they kept trying to offer him, like, we'll give you $25 million. Why would you take $25 million? You owe me 54.
54.
Stupid bastards.
Well, they said, we'll give you 25, but you can go coach somewhere else, and we'll still give you 25. Hell no. I wouldn't take that either.
No. That's a waste of time. Pay the dude and move on, whatever. So I had to just throw that in there because that's crazy.
But that also, they're talking about these coaches that might want to go there. That is not a good look for the university. I would not want to go there and coach there then, especially with the governor getting involved in it. Like, hell no.
I know.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, it's turned into a mess. It's turned into a lot more. You know what? Fire him, pay him. Like, I'll say that Penn State fired him. He's out of the picture. Move on with life. LSU's not doing that. They're keeping themselves in the news, which is not good.
Every other school that is fired has just quietly paid their coach and then got him out of there.
Crazy
They're loud as shit. It is crazy. It is crazy.
I had to say
and
that.
On top of that, they almost won. They benched Nussmeier.
I know.
They probably should have won that game.
They probably should have. They probably should have
won that game. They beat Alabama. That would have been massive.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. How about the ACC imploding on itself?
Wow. They poo-pooed the bed, man. All of them. That was bad.
That puts Miami back in the picture.
Sadly. And Miami's not a great team, but holy crap, man.
I still think long run, Virginia's done. That was a horrible loss.
Yep.
I'd still think it's going to be Georgia Tech.
I think Georgia Tech is, and they probably, honestly, they should be the ones that are there. But yeah, those were some.
Louisville went out to Cal and got, like, what are you doing, man?
I know. It was bad. They were bad games, man.
They were bad.
So, I mean, Virginia got beat by Wake Forest.
Yep. Louisville got beat by Cal.
Miami beat Syracuse, which we kind of knew. Yeah, and then that's just nuts, man.
That is, I don't. So what? So you got Georgia Tech on top. Virginia's still in that picture, but Pittsburgh now is the big player. If Pittsburgh beats Notre Dame this week, and then I think they have another big game at the end with Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh probably is the one that sneaks in. Now they have a huge game this week. We'll see.
What, against Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So we'll get to that later in the week. But Virginia's got a game against Duke. Who could beat them?
Yeah.
That's ACC. They
That
had their 1 week
hurt.
of glory.
Virginia and Louisville losing this week hurt them a lot.
Yeah, it did.
So we'll see. Let's see. Speaking of AC and ACC, let's stick to this. Norvell came out and said, "Oh, we're going to win a championship here at FSU."
They got crushed.
They're terrible.
God, they got crushed by
How's that
Clemson.
guy have a job still?
I know. Clemson crushed them, man. That's
And Clemson is bad.
Clemson's not a good team, and they beat the tar out of them. They got to make a change at Florida State. Maybe they're smart enough to wait until after the season and do it, which I'm assuming they are because of his contract. Number one,
But who goes to coach there? There's so many jobs open. We're just going to see these coaches that just got fired shuffle into other big jobs
Of
and do the
course.
exact same thing there.
Of course, that always happens.
Not like this though.
This is weird. This year is weird. There's a lot of high profile coaches out of jobs.
There are a lot of high profile coaches that have jobs. So I don't know. All right. Let's see. What other games, any game jump out to you other than that? I mean, Oregon barely got past. I was very good. I have not watched a ton of Iowa this year.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with that team.
You could tell though at the end. You could see that was going. You know what? Number one, when they missed a 2-point and there was time on the clock. You know what? It's kind of funny because Iowa has a great defense, but a lot of these teams, and we've seen Texas do it too, is like you got to make a stop and they just can't. And they could not stop Oregon. I kind of felt once they missed a 2-pointer, they probably weren't going to win that game, and they played well. They have a good team.
Yeah,
but three losses, they're done. They ain't going to do anything with 3 losses.
They played really well, but yeah, they're not doing anything with 3 losses. Next up, we had Penn State shit the bed. They
could have won.
Why do they play coverage like that in those last minutes, dude? I get it that you don't want anyone to get behind you, but that's what you have safeties for. Why are these corners playing like 15-yard bubbles on the receivers? Indiana, it was easy pitch and catch all the way down the field.
It is, but I'm going to say we talked last year about Indiana. So Penn State's defense kind of rose up. This is what we say about Indiana. They play. I still think they go to Ohio State, they get absolutely annihilated. I just don't see them playing.
We're going to see that because that's going to be the championship.
Yeah, it is going to be. But come on, Penn State's not having a great year, but they do have a good defense. And they barely, come on, that was like end of game toe tap in the end zone or they lose, that would have dropped them down a lot, I think.
Oh man, they would have dropped very far.
Yeah.
But they won. That was an incredible catch.
They did
and they're
win.
saying, here's my thing. Here's what I don't like. What a throw.
Yeah.
He was throwing it out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
That wasn't a what a throw.
No, that was a what a catch.
He did not see that guy. That was oh my God, that guy just made an NFL level.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That was an amazing catch.
So maybe
save that season.
Maybe now, you know what? Can we get A&M until someone beats them? They beat up friggin' Missouri pretty good. They got to be moving up to number 2 or even number 1.
They got to be moving up to number 1.
They should be number 1.
Just by resume and metrics, right?
They should be number 1.
We watched the release show last week, and they were talking about all these metrics they use, and it's the strength of schedule and opponents, the teams you beat and the teams you lose to. Well, obviously you use that for Texas, right? Texas moved up.
Yeah.
They lost at Ohio State. That doesn't look bad on Texas right now. Texas A&M is crushing everybody. Their non-conference was against Notre Dame at Notre Dame and beat them, right?
And Notre Dame's a top 10 team.
and they get nothing. They don't.
I know.
They should. I do not like the Aggies. I
No,
am a
I'm not.
Texas
I'm
Aggie,
not an Aggie fan,
but
but you got to get. They deserve to be number one. They
they
are.
deserve to be number one just by
Yeah,
resume.
I agree. They're beating who they need to beat, and they're gonna be
And
tough. They're
Texas
gonna be a
needs them
tough
to be
team.
number one. So when Texas beats them, it looks bad for
That's
Texas.
gonna be tough. I gotta tell you, that's gonna be a tough game for Texas.
Do you think? What do you think's the harder game? Okay, because you got to take an atmosphere. What do you think's the harder game? Georgia at Georgia, or A&M at home?
I honestly, I think A&M. I think A&M would beat the tar out of Georgia right now.
On a neutral field, but I'm talking about at Georgia.
I still think. I think A&M would beat Georgia. I think Texas is gonna beat Georgia. To be
I
honest with
hope
you.
so. We'll see.
I think the A&M game is by far the harder game. A&M is they're on a roll, man. They got a good D. They got a lot of speed. Quarterback makes plays when he needs to. That's
He
gonna be a
does. Hey,
tough
Marcel
game.
Reed he's not getting a ton of attention. I mean, I would take Marcel Reed over Mendoza.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And Mendoza's the one they say is the Heisman frontrunner. How do you say this guy's the Heisman frontrunner when he played really
I don't know.
bad up until that last drive?
I think they need to move off of the QBs and find somebody else that's a front runner. To be perfectly honest with you, this year it's not a quarterback. They like
No,
to
it's
say
not.
that.
But it will be a quarterback. But who else? I mean, that kid at Texas Tech, they're trying to get a deep. They'll never happen. That he's never ever going to
No,
get
no,
that.
not on the defensive side. But Tech, man, all right. Can we talk about? I friggin' picked you BYU.
They could not run the ball at all.
They got crushed, man. It wasn't even a game.
That was an
God
ass beating.
dang.
That
Hey,
was-
Tech is they got a good team, man.
Okay, put that Tech team. Here, at this point of the year, you have to start saying, okay, this Tech team against Ohio State.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
feel
just
like there's a big separation.
I think
between
there's a
those
separation between. I would say they would Ohio State, A&M. I think those teams would be
two. I think
tough.
Alabama. would
Alabama,
handle
yeah, I
Texas
agree. I agree
Tech.
with you. I agree. Tech's
Ole Miss.
just a different style of football. It's not
It is.
It's not the physical as physical.
We could be completely wrong.
Could
Let's
be.
be honest. We could be completely wrong. Maybe they make a run. Maybe they win the I mean, they have a good roster.
I wouldn't
They have
mind
a good
seeing it.
scheme. They could win the national title.
I would not mind it.
I would not put my money on it.
I wouldn't put my money on it, but I wouldn't mind seeing them go. If it's not Texas, let's just preface that. I wouldn't mind seeing Tech take a run at it.
Tech, man, I wish Missouri would have kept winning. They were such a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
I think Drakowitz is going to leave. I think he's going to go take a bigger
Yeah,
job.
I agree. I'm going to tell you the team that people need to watch out for is Notre Dame. They are. I know they lost it too, and I know when you watch them, but they score a lot of points, man. And they have a good running back. Their quarterback is playing well. They got a good defense. I think they're going to make waves. Although I say that every year, and they get in the playoffs and they get annihilated, but they look better this year.
I look at their schedule, and they're getting rewarded for playing not a tough schedule. I mean, Purdue, bad. Arkansas, bad. Boise State, bad. NC State, bad. Boston College, bad. Navy, Navy's not gonna be. So you have your best win is against USC.
Yeah.
At home. You've lost to Miami, and you've lost to Texas Tech.
Early in the year.
How are they ranked higher than Oklahoma, than Texas? Oklahoma's played a brutal schedule.
Oh, I think Notre Dame would beat Oklahoma.
That's fine, but it's not. If we're talking about the metrics on where people should be ranked, Notre Dame should not be where they're at. Personally, that's how I feel about it.
I don't know. I will.
If they can beat Pitt this week, I think Pitt. If you put Pitt and USC against each other, I think that is a very close game. I think if they go out and handle Pitt and it's not even close, sure. But then we don't know much. Like Stanford, Syracuse, they have one of the worst schedules in the nation.
Yeah.
They don't play anybody. So how are you going to reward them? And then A&M goes and plays this crazy ass schedule and wins every game, and you don't reward them. I just don't get the.
Yeah, no, I get it. The
bullshit.
A&M thing is baffling. They should have been number one last week. They definitely should be number one this week, but
It won't be.
it'll still be Ohio State.
They'll probably still be 3.
God,
Let's talk
they
about Ohio
nah,
State.
they
Who has
got
Ohio
to
State
they got to
played?
jump. They got to jump Indiana at this point, at least.
I mean, who has Ohio State played?
Texas.
Okay, that was a 7-point win. Then they went and played Grambling. Then they played Ohio. Then they played a Washington team that just lost to Wisconsin.
I know. Oh, that was
Then they
bad.
played Minnesota. Then they played Illinois.
They haven't played anybody.
Their best win right now is Texas,
Yeah.
but their second best win is they don't. And then they play UCLA, Rutgers, Michigan.
They're not going to lose those games.
They're not going to lose.
Michigan may just because of a rivalry may give them some game, but they're going to destroy those other teams.
How is that the number one team?
I agree. I think A&M should be number one.
I don't. It's ridiculous. The biases in that room are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's branding and it's for money, and I get that. And they want the big teams up there. So Notre Dame needs to be there because they're money generator. But like, do they deserve to be where they're at? No. Does Ohio State really deserve? We're really breaking everything down. Does Ohio State really deserve to be number one right now?
No, I mean
they should be. They are a top 3 team, 100%.
They are. Yeah, I mean, let's look. You're right though. They barely got back by Texas, first game of the year with a new quarterback at Texas.
That Indiana game, or I'm sorry, that Illinois game was close until late.
Yeah,
and then they've crushed everybody else because everybody else hasn't been good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know. There's this ranking shit, and you know what? We're Texas fans. It benefits Texas. Texas could be the team that everyone gets pissed off at because they lose 3 games this year and make the playoffs, which realistically that could happen.
That could happen.
If they go and beat Georgia and then lose to A&M, they're in.
Yeah, I think they have to beat Georgia.
Either beat Georgia or beat A&M.
I mean, yeah, you're right. If they beat one of those, but I think you got to beat Georgia and set up that game. And then they play. Who do they play between those two? Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I don't. The biases is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I know we always talk about, well, we're talking about the 12th seed, and it doesn't matter maybe in the long run, but if Texas goes in as a 12th seed and gets a favorable run, say number one team has to draw Texas then Oregon, you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So I don't know. We'll see.
All right, I like it.
All right. That was my gripe. I don't like the ranking system.
No,
I liked it. I like they need more. There needs to be more numbers involved in it.
Yeah. Well, they always say they are, but they're not.
It's not because
if
that's what I'm saying. You look at don't get me started again, but you look at the fucking thing right here, right? And it's last week. We've got Ohio State at 1. That's fine. Whatever. Honestly, the top 4 is whatever, but it will matter later on when you figure out who you have to play. Is Alabama better than Indiana? Maybe.
That would be a good game to see.
Right? So like Indiana at 2 is great, but they beat Oregon.
Yeah.
And they beat that, and then they have had their, and you have to play the schedule you're given. But A&M, I mean, we're talking about they've played Notre Dame, Auburn Auburn was better, Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, Florida, South Carolina, Texas. Like,
yeah,
God, give these guys a little bit.
No, I agree. They've had a much harder schedule and they've come through it. So we'll see what I think comes out later today. So we'll see.
Yeah. Where do you think BYU ends up now?
Oh man. Whew. Well, I think they're out of the picture at this point.
You think they drop past 11?
Yes, I do. They got beat pretty good, man.
Yeah. So that would move. Does Texas Tech leapfrog like an Ole Miss into that 5 or 6 spot?
No, I don't think so.
So you're saying that dominant win only moves them up 1 ranking?
Well, there's not a lot of room to move Everybody's winning.
There isn't.
Somebody has to lose to kind of shake it up.
Yeah, that's true. Virginia losing hurts. Louisville losing hurts.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech could sneak back into the top 10.
Georgia Tech should. I mean, they're actually. I mean, I know they lost that game, but I think they're a better team than those other teams. I would like to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah. I would love to see Georgia Tech in the playoffs because I think they would play very hard against a lot of those teams.
Yeah.
I'm not saying win, but I think they would be competitive. We won't see a blowout. Like, let's be honest, if North Texas is the team that makes it, they're going to get absolutely demolished.
They're
by
not
every
even.
single
They're
team
not
ahead of
even.
them.
They're not even in the top 25. Which that's
None
kind
of
of
them.
that's
none
kind of
of those
messed up.
Group of five. None of the group of
I
five
know.
teams are.
They lost one game to South Florida. Come on, man. Give them some credit because they do have a good team and they are beating people. I get maybe not the strongest conference, but that's some bullshit not being in top 25.
They're probably the team that makes it in at the moment. Memphis maybe, but I mean, we'll see. But yeah, they're those teams are going to get absolutely waxed. There's no BYU or there's no Boise State this year. Boise State we felt like had a chance last year.
Yeah, I think Georgia Tech may have a chance just because their quarterback is mobile. He's a good quarterback. I think they would be the only team that has a shot personally.
That's not going to be in the top 12. Yeah,
I think they I would like to see him in the playoffs.
it'd be nice. It would be nice. All right, Bunk. I don't know. This ranking's going to be weird. If I was ranking it, I would go A&M, Ohio State, Alabama, Indiana, Georgia, Ole Miss, then Tech.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I just don't think they're going to put Alabama with a loss above Indiana with no losses.
What does the committee? Here's a real question for you. What does the committee do? Get this scenario. There is a world where Alabama has 2 losses, Georgia has 2 losses, Ole Miss has 2 losses, Texas has 2 losses, Oklahoma has 2 losses. What do you do as the committee? Oh, and Vanderbilt has 2 losses.
Vanderbilt has 2.
So there's a world where these teams, because you have Oklahoma playing Alabama this weekend. Oklahoma beats Bama. Texas beats Georgia, right? A&M wins out, loses to Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is 2 loss. Oklahoma's 2 loss. Vanderbilt goes, they don't have a tough. They've got Tennessee. That's their toughest game. If they beat them, they're 2 loss. Ole Miss, Egg Bowl. I could see Mississippi State giving them a run. They have 2 loss. You're looking at 6 teams. What does the committee do in that instance?
Yeah. Well, head to head probably, and then
right, but you've got Texas Tech there. You've got BYU with 1 loss. You've got Oregon with 1 loss. Like you've got behind that Utah with 2 losses. Maybe one of the ACC teams has 1 loss. Like what do you?
Well, I think BYU had to be undefeated to make it. Personally, I think for them to get in, I think they had to be undefeated.
I guess we'll find out tonight where they end up. But
well, I mean, it is important because those are the important ones. It's not so much the top 3 or 4 or 5 because they have room, but it's those guys that are like the BYU's and Georgia Tech's. I mean, where do they end up is a lot more important, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting if that plays out in the SEC and there's a bunch of 2-loss teams and all of those teams have just about the same strength of schedule. What does the committee do?
Yeah. It'd be interesting.
Because Texas would go in having beat Georgia and having beat A&M. Oklahoma goes in having beat Bama. Georgia goes in having beat a lot of people but losing to Texas, and they lost 1 other game, right? They lost to Bama. Hey, the committee has to leave multiple of those teams out.
Yeah.
What do they do? That's I
don't know.
Ties their hands. I want the chaos.
I'm sure they're probably hoping that they all beat each other up so that it gets easier. But
right, and it gets answered this week. If Alabama beats Oklahoma and Georgia beats Texas, everything's kind of smooth sailing.
Yeah, Oklahoma's out if they lose.
Texas is probably out. I think Texas has to win out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think even if they lose and they beat A&M, I still don't think they're in. I think they're just not going to edge up enough.
Right. If they go to now, the only way I see them as a 3-loss team is they win out and then lose in the championship game to Bama. and you have 3 losses, but you played in the SEC championship,
That
game,
might,
you're probably
yeah.
in.
That could possibly.
That's what I got.
All right, that's all I got. Hey, I did. I almost watched your physical
Almost.
100. I watched the introduction part.
Physical Asia? Oh, the first episode?
No, just the
Yeah.
intro to it. Haven't watched the first episode yet.
The first episode is all in.
Yeah, I watched the intro to the intro. I'm getting
Oh my God.
getting
you watched
closer.
the trailer?
No, I actually turned it on. I'm getting there.
Come on, Manny Pacquiao's in it.
I know.
Pac-Man.
I know. I do want to see that. Hey, I did watch. Let me tell you. I watched a new Frankenstein.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Not
that one's
bad.
good. How was it?
Not bad. Not bad.
It heard it's pretty gory. Like he kills a lot of people.
I mean, just small parts of it. It's a different take on Frankenstein. Let's just say that, sir.
Did you like it? Would you say it's? I mean, he's like Frankenstein's monster's like a vigilante, isn't he?
No, I mean, did I like it? Yeah, it's different though. It's different, but it's not a bad movie or anything. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
You know what I've been watching that was highly entertaining is YouTube Golf has this thing going on called the Creator Classic right now, and my God, it's awesome. Your least favorite person, Dave Portnoy, put up 1.7. Well, he put up $1.7 million to the winner. And it is very fun to watch. So if you are a YouTube golf fan, Bob Does Sports and Barstool Sports teamed up to put this on.
Hey, who was he?
Very entertaining.
Who was the? Hey, you're a golf guy. Who was the announcer this week that called Portnoy a dirtbag? Somebody on TV.
Oh, well, there's probably a lot of them.
Which was surprising because he laughed. He goes, "I probably shouldn't have said that." I can't remember who it was. I don't know. The dude's just weird. I saw him in the pizza. He always pops up on my feeds for the pizza thing. And he was always arguing with the freaking owners and shit. I don't know how much that's set up and not, but it's like, come on, dude.
Looking. Gemini tells me Big Noon Kickoff, Matt Leinart said it.
Leinart, there it was.
And that's on Fox, too, and he's on Fox.
He laughed about it, and he goes, I probably shouldn't have said that. And I was like, it's okay. He's a weird dude. That Portnoy's a weird dude. We'd be we're ready to be on. Don't get me wrong.
No. You're gonna have to delete some backlogs of this show if that's the case.
Oh, come on. You're telling me he's not man enough to get us on after just a little bit of criticism? Come on now.
No, I think he's more than man enough. I think he would do it if he saw value.
Yeah.
So Dave, if you're listening,
see value.
Dave, but it is cool. The Creator Classic. They're like 2.5 hour long each one, but it was like 68 people, and they're all internet personalities, right?
They're golfing.
So some of them are golf, some of them are from video games. One of them, the guy Brad Dalkey from Good Golf, that's on the internet. He played in the Masters this year.
But the competition is an actual golfing thing?
Yeah, it's an actual golfing thing. And they broke everybody into tiers, and they're grouping people together by like best with worst and everything. And now it's down to teams of 3. 2 teams of 3 playing head-to-head for $1 million.
Wow.
And they had a bunch of side bets and skin matches and stuff. So the prize pool is up to like $1.7 million.
Wow, okay. You need to get in that. You and Gary need to get in there.
And we need a better following for me to get in there.
Need to represent the Bunk and Pick show.
What would we call our golf show?
Oh,
it's got to be Bunks something.
Ooh. Bunks balls. No, I don't know. Golf balls. Bunk and putt. I don't know. I don't know golf, man.
Hey, are we doing this movie review thing? Are we going to put it out there right now so we force ourselves?
We are. We're going to be doing movie reviews once a month.
Okay.
And we're going to have a bigger crew. We're going to have Big G, Gary, and I think we even might have the infamous Panda Bear.
Oh, also maybe Jason. We could probably get Boomer in here and mess
get the
with
Boomer.
Him about it too.
Get Boomer. I like that.
I like it. All right, Bunk. I don't got anything else.
I ain't got anything. I think I'm done for a midweek recap. It's cold, man.
Then
I gotta go
it
put my
is
fireplace
cold.
on.
And it's supposed to be 85 tomorrow.
Well, of course, that's how it works every friggin' time. We're in Texas. That's how it works, man.
All right, everyone. If you're enjoying the show, please like, subscribe. If you're listening to podcast, rate it for us. It would help greatly. It's free to you. If you have any questions, send them to bunkandpickpodcast@gmail.com. And as always,
Rolling balls.
It's the Bunk and Pick Podcast.
did I win an
It's the
award?
Bunk and Pick Podcast.
My new friend Dave Portnoy, we're here, brother.